Big headache. So this is what you do. You hane, or actually cut, not just hane, but cut an Atari and then extend. And now if your opponent doesn't do anything, if your opponent isn't worried about this stone, doesn't come back and spend a move to capture this, your next move is going to extend this. And now black is cut here. This stone has no friends. Looks like you're going to get a lot of points over here. This group doesn't have a base yet. White can, if you get this move in, white can still come in here and invade and attack it. So what black usually has to do is come back and say, nope, nope, you're not going anywhere. But this is fine for you, because you know what? Later on, you're going to be able to get another free move or two over in this area. Or maybe break a ladder, right? If this is actually a ladder. You guys know about ladders? Right? Ladder, 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 ladder. You might say, oh, you want that stone. Oh yeah, but what about this side of the board? And your opponent has to decide, does they want to let you get this entire side of the board or capture this stone? Oh, my side of the board too. Okay, look at that. You got one stone, I got a side. Hey, that's good for me. Right? So your opponent has some very tough decisions to make. This is called aji, right? The taste that's left over. Just a hint of flavor left, waiting to be used, utilized.
Aji? Aji?
Aji, A-J-I, in Japanese. It's taste. There's other ways you can use this aji. Let's say black decides that he hates you. He wants to come over here and attack you. No problem. You have this aji. So maybe black makes your shape disgusting. That's a million empty triangles right there, right? It's kind of block. But your opponent hanes you and wants to come out. Well, no problem. Look, now you come out. His stone's an Atari. So if he captures this stone, then you come in here and you eat that. Right? This stone is still really useful because it gives you a free move on this side or on this side. And sometimes you don't want to utilize it right away. You want to see what your opponent wants and then use whichever free move gives you the best result. But this is a very common thing that happens, right? Is you have this double hane, black tries to take all this, black might get really greedy and try to take all this too, and then you have to find a way to use this stone that you left there. And notice, I'm going to go back a little bit, back to the double hane. When we played this, we did not play this. This is what every 20Q wants to do, and then make some stupid shape like this. Okay? This aji is nowhere near as good for you. There's still aji here, yes. But your shape is not as good, because black's next move is going to be right here. And you don't want to get surrounded again, so you're still going to have to play another move, right? You still have to come back and play that extension. Whereas we can just cut and extend directly and not have to worry about anything else. You still have to worry a little bit, right? Because there's still moves like this, and all sorts of things to mess with your corner. So this is pretty good. I mean, there's still aji that black has to worry about, but this is much better shape for black. White has a very hard time rescuing this stone. And if black gets one more move, this stone is as good as dead. Because any attempt to rescue it, black's going to go, oh, you like this stone? That's nice. That's really nice. I want you to like that stuff. White has to run this way, right? Okay. White has to run this way, right? Maybe black will take an Atari now that black is pretty solid over here. I know you guys like making walls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at this wall. First of all, this wall is beautiful. It's facing the outer edge of the board. So much potential. How about White's wall here? This little piece of crap. What is that doing? That is trash. Okay? This is just trying not to get eaten. This is this big slow fish in the ocean that's just the yummiest fish in the world. It just has to swim very slowly away from all these sharks. Here's another trick. Looks like you're just building two walls, right? If your wall is strong, instead of just crawling, you can actually play the knight's move. Yeah, seen a move like this before? It's very advantageous to get ahead of your opponent's wall. If you're building two walls, you want to get, build there first. So we play a nice jump off the wall. Maybe white can jump, but I've got some sad news for white. Where are the eyes? White's gonna have to work extraordinarily hard to find 2 eyes here, right? So, in the end, white, let's say white is able to live, is able to find 2 eyes, white will get 2 points here. And meanwhile, you have this entirely huge, nice wall. You can play 1 stone maybe there, and you can expect to get a lot of points. 2 points, lots of points. 2 points, lots of points. So why did this happen?
White built bad shape.
Yeah, white got greedy. White said, hey, you've got a duplex
Actually,
cut.
I have a question about that shape that you had just built right there.
Yeah.
As it was building out, and as black is building up, right there, why don't you, as white,
All right, so this is the first move black played.
okay,
Move
yeah,
order is important.
yeah, and then you started building a wall this way.
Yeah, where do you want to play? You want to play a different move for white?
Well, I was wondering, because earlier you'd gone over that with 2 and 2 go over.
Ah, yes.
Why don't you do that on that wall that you were building down there? Why doesn't white ever try to build around?
Ah, all right, let's try it.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
want to see what happens.
Good. So first of all, where's your first move? You're going to play white.
I'm going to play white.
Yes.
My first
Good
move,
question. Yes.
probably at 11. 11 and I don't know what, yeah, right there.
So the same move I played.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Black's going to play this.
Okay, well you have to play at 10. You have to connect.
Okay. Right. If you want to fight.
Yeah.
Right. You can't let black become safe. So.
Yeah.
Have to connect. All right. Black plays here.
And then why not try to go right there? Yeah.
How many liberties does white have?
2. Ooh.
Ah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ah.
Never mind. I see why. Yeah.
Ah.
That's the target.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh dear. This is just a ladder of death, right?
Yeah. Okay, I see it. Yeah.
So, but it's true, white can Hane later, right? So white doesn't have to Hane now. Let's say white can read 5 moves and see that that's big trouble, right? So white says, I'm gonna build a wall. Because I can't get in trouble that way, right? All right, now how about we Hane, right? Now you're thinking, hey, now I don't have that ladder problem. Yes, you do.
Still only have 2 liberties.
Now you have 2 liberties, right? Both of you gain an extra liberty earlier, right? Black went from 3 to 4. You went from 1 to 2. That's still dead. I mean, you're still not going to be able to win this, right? So you have to keep going. Same thing. Every time you play a move, yes, you get a little bit stronger, but black is stronger too. And that's sort of the reason why no one can really kill each other yet. And this time, let's say I have black play this move. All right, and now, yes, you have more liberties, so maybe you're hopefully not going to die, but who knows? Black's much stronger too, though. So black has no worries.
Okay.
Okay? That's a good question. Because I just taught you something. You're trying to use it. That's awesome. I need the head of 2 stones. But you can't do it when you're about to die. It only works when you're strong enough. Okay? We see double Hanes a lot. These double Hane shapes a lot in Dawn and pro games. They happen all the time because neither player is willing to just play a passive move, right? Play a defensive move. Each player is trying to get the most out of every move on the board. And double Hanes do that. They're really dangerous. But now you guys know the sequence, or at least the most common sequence to dealing with a double Hane, right? Somewhere in the middle of the board. Let's practice it one more time. I'm just going to put a double Hane somewhere. You show me the sequence I taught you how to deal with it. Ready? Good. So we got these 2 stones and these 2 stones. Let's say it's white's move. Play a white move.
12 and down. Yeah, right there.
Perfect. Good. Black plays here.
Again.
Again. Good.
Yes.
All right. How does black deal with this?
Black plays at 11 again. Build down.
Black.
Not yet.
Cut.
Cuts.
Oh, I'm
Which
sorry,
cut?
yeah, you cut first.
Which cut though?
Cut
Why not
at
cut at 10?
12.
Good. And then?
Then white connects.
Good.
Then black builds down.
Very good. All right. This is. Okay, of course, it always depends what other stones around here. Sometimes cutting this way is actually much better if you can just eat these directly if you're strong over here.
How does white?
But I'm just going to call this for you guys the default sequence, right? When you see a double Hane or a potential for double Hane on the board, this is the type of thing you should expect.
Okay.
Okay, this should be automatic. Okay, and then once you can see it, then you can think about being creative and see if you can. What else can I do with this? Because sometimes you're so strong, white Hanes, and you go, ha! You can't eat me. I'm going to eat you, right? I'm the one who has all the strength around here. Okay, so this is what you play when you're much more neutral in position, right? like when nobody's strong anywhere. This is much more, I would say, default sequence. Okay, so you've learned monkey jumps. You still remember monkey jumps? You learned double hanes. You feel smarter? These are pretty advanced moves. I mean, you really see these, I would say, much more when you get to about 15Q. 15Q, it's all the time. This is monkey jump heaven. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks. We'll play some Go.
Thank you.
Sweet.